We welcome you to the Heartland, 7 miles from downtown Kansas City, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for more than a half century, the home of the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Cade York to start the ball game. And off we go here at Arrowhead. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets this up to the 42.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag.
Yellow.
Moore going in motion.
15.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, that's certainly not what we were expecting to see, especially from a quarterback of this caliber. Opening drive, turnover. And let's hope for their sake, Mike, this is not a sign of things to come the rest of the day.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was looking for Austin Eckler out of the backfield. And 3rd down coming up. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Even in the air, here's Daniels. He's got his tight end. That's Sinnott. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Commanders first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
To the air again is Daniels. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott.
Good drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Daniels gonna throw again. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play action here. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
3rd and long for Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Tight end going in motion here. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Putting the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. And he's taken down up past the 35.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Throwing again, Daniels. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Going for it all. That is brought in. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10, it's 1st and goal. A big play there for Washington. An even 40 yards. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches, and I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
3rd and goal. Third and goal. It's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult. Defensively, it'll set up a 4th down. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Commanders will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just Just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Mahomes now to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Percy Butler. Now we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter has come to an end. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. First and 10 now from the 36. Here's Daniels. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Now Daniels. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Throwing now. Daniels. He's got it at the 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Daniels to throw on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Commanders. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. On now, Cade York for the point after. It's up and through. And the Commanders are out to a 10-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, first and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. 43! Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner, that is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Hey, 15. Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he's going to have the Chiefs' 1st down. They get it easily. It was 4th and 1, and the pickup was 5. Here's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Yellow.
They'll run with Pacheco. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward, he's in. Carson Steele. Touchdown, Kansas City. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are on the board. It's 10-7. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. There's that man again. Another catch. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a 1st down. Daniels now going to look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked by the rookie from Arkansas. And the Chiefs are going to take over just shy of midfield.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and Yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
Downfield, and it's caught by Ayuk. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. He's going to air this one out. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw with Daniels. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. His 11th grab of the game. And a 1st down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. 18 yards on the pickup there, and a 1st down. To the air again is Daniels. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Yellow.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. And he's going to have the 1st down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Fight on these two. Yellow. Hero 15. Attack! 15!
Throwing now, Mahomes. That's a slant to Ayuk. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he'll take it on in. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown KC.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs are on top. It's 14-10. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
This is a great example of why these outbreaking routes towards the sidelines are so critical to have great timing and rhythm between the receiver and the quarterback. In this case, he just can't quite keep his feet in bounds. Great effort to secure the catch, but it's going to result in an incomplete.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. It'll go down as an incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels going up top. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making. And I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Daniels going to throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Throwing again, Daniels. And he will score. Jayden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Yellow. Right side.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A give here to Pacheco. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. 15.
Now Mahomes. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Daniels now on first down. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Daniels to throw on second down. That one complete to Brown. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. On first down, Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. The motion man here is McLaurin. On second down, it's Daniels. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Joshua Williams.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
On the handoff, this is Pacheco. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. Off the play fake. Mahomes. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Frankie Luvu. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively. And
he is in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. That changes a lot. He's out of bounds all the way down at the 20-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
One of the biggest differentiators for a lot of these defenders, Mike, is a lot of them can stay in tight coverage. But where the special guys separate themselves is what do they do once the ball is in the air? They almost turn into offensive players with their ability to track it, and this is a great example here why.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Now he'll run it. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Jayden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Commanders 25, Chiefs 21.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Yellow. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Hey, 57 colors. Watch out!
Play action here. Mahomes under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
A 9-yard loss. It's now second and 19.
Now a give to Pacheco, running right. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now, this defense has no answers.
Yellow.
On third down, Mahomes, and he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. What a time for a pick six for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick six.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick six them, and you're able to extend that lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 32, Chiefs 21. Cade York to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
Yellow. Yellow. Attack.
Moore going in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Attack, attack! Fifteen! Hero, 15! Watch out!
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And a Kansas
Hey,
City
57,
Chiefs
57!
first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday! Watch out!
Mahomes on first down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he will score. Game on. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will cut the deficit down to 4.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Davis now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. And in motion is Brown. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Throwing is Daniels. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Third and 2. Here's Daniels. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple. That's taken in. It's a pickup of 14. And the decision to go for it pays off.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. We're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To the air again is Daniels. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. And 16 on the year. Now it's York for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's and more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Quan Martin.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Daniels. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well, there's really two schools of thought, Mike. You have yourself the lead in the 4th quarter, and a lot of people just say, let's sit on it, let's play smart, just don't give anything to the opposing team to let themselves back in the game. Well, that's exactly what they almost did here. They put the ball in the air, tried to remain...
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll indeed go. It's Dan. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has two options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And this is incomplete, but it looked like that defender got a head start. Let's check the call. So after the penalty, a break as they now have 1st and 5. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And they have the 1st down. So they get the completion on 1st and 5. And now they'll set up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I got to be honest, Mike, I'm a little surprised in the fact that they're even deciding to throw the ball, given the situation. I mean, it's unlikely that that decision will cost them the game, but stranger things have happened on a football field.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just 1 more play.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.